everyone, welcome to the quest for knowledge. Before introducing ourselves, I would like to state a famous quote by Albert Einstein. Education is not just about learning of facts, but training of mind to think. So I am Sanchi and we have Krisha with us today. So hi Krisha, do you know about SDGs or Sustainable Development Goals?
Yeah, I know about them. These are the global goals set by the United Nations to make the world a better place by 2030. So these are the 17 goals. So which one are we talking about today?
Today we are diving into SDG 4, quality education. So can you give us an overview about that?
Yeah, of course. So, quality education is all about ensuring that everyone has access to equitable and quality education, and it's all making sure that education is accessible for all the people, no matter from where they are or what their circumstances are.
That sounds important, but what exactly does quality education mean? I mean, isn't it just about going to school and learning the basics like reading, writing, and math?
No, it's definitely more than that. Quality education isn't just about attending schools, but it's about receiving an education that truly prepares you for life and makes you eligible to face the challenges ahead. It involves good teaching, relevant contents, a safe learning environment, and equal opportunity for all the students to succeed. Plus, it's about lifelong learning and not just what we learn in the classrooms, right?
So basically, it's not just about what you learn, but how you learn and where you learn too.
Yes.
But why is this such a big deal? I mean, we are lucky to go to school every day, but are there really that many people who don't have access to education?
Unfortunately, yes, because according to UNESCO, over 250 millions of children and youth are out of school and million more in the school but not learning the basics. So also there are many barriers to the education such as poverty, conflict, gender inequality, and even the lack of infrastructures like schools and trained teachers.
That's sad. There's a lot of kids missing out on opportunities. What are steps taken to tackle these issues? I mean, is there real progress being made?
Yes, definitely there's progress, but it's big challenge. Governments, NGOs, and many international organizations are working together to tackle these problems and improve access to education. For example, there are many programs which focuses girls on getting school in especially the areas where they are often excluded.
I've heard about that. Educating girls can have a huge impact on communities and even entire countries. But what about here, where we live? What can we do to support SDG 4?
That's a great question. So, even though we have access to education, we can still contribute. Like, we can volunteer to tutor young students, raise awareness about the importance of education, and also we can, support the charities which helps to build the schools in undeveloped part of India, because every little bit of this counts.
I love that idea. We can all play a part in making sure that everyone has access to education and has a chance to learn and grow. So let's explore this topic more thoroughly by examining our country, India. So Krisha, can you give us an overview of the current state of education in India?
Of course, I would like to do that. Currently, Indian education system serves to over 260 millions of children and students, but unfortunately, only 40% of them knows grade level reading skills, and also just 20% of them knows basic mathematics. Can you imagine that? This highlights the importance of quality education.
That's concerning. What steps has the Indian government taken to tackle these issues?
The government of India has taken many steps. So one of this is like the NEP 2020 provides 5+3+3+4 structure, which aims to boost the higher education enrollment for 27% to 50% by 2035. I think that's quite challenging, starting with the early childhood development by age 3.
That's fantastic. What other programs are there to support this vision?
There are many schemes, but I will tell you the recent one, the Samagra Shiksha Abhiyan, launched in 2019. So it is the combination of 3 previous schemes aiming at providing quality education and training teachers. And also this time the education sector has expected to hit the $225 billion by 2025. Can you imagine these numbers? So high.
That's commendable. I've also heard about the PM Vidya program. What can you tell us about that?
The PME Vidya program provides digital education through 12 TV channels to the students of grade 1 to 12, and it's aimed at bridging the digital devices and access to quality education in remote areas.
Amazing. I've heard about foundational literacy and numeracy. Can you tell us about that?
Here, the Nipun Bharat initiated by the Samagra Shiksha Abhiyan supports the foundational literacy and numeracy by supporting the students by at the end of grade 3.
Amazing. I want to know about the budget allocation. So, what are budget allocations like?
The budget allocations, like in Union List of 2023 to 2024, the Indian Education Ministry has received an increase of 8% to INR 1.12 lakh crore. You know, these numbers are very high this time, and as well as focusing on digital transformation this time, as well as we have received increased funding for making world-class institutions from INR 1,500 crores to INR 1,800 crores.
That's fantastic. What about state governments? Are they contributing as well in it?
Yes, they are also contributing well. Like take the Gujarat government's example, they are enhancing the quality education so much by actively launching various schemes as the recently one Namo Lakshmi Yojana and Namo Saraswati Yojana. Also, have you heard about the Gujarat government, Gujarat School of Excellence? They aims at building modern schools and with the modern infrastructure.
I like that idea even. Can you tell us about the continuous education that works right now and initiative? These efforts are commendable. What other schemes or scholarships are in place to support students?
The AICTE Yashasvi Scheme 2024 provides supports the course engineering studies, and the Rashtriya Madhyamik Shiksha Abhiyan also supports and launches new scheme to support girls' education of disabled students also, and vocational training.
That's fantastic. I've heard about continuous education and literacy initiatives. What can you tell us about those?
The Indian government's vision for education for all aims at boosting the skills and literacy with the initiatives including teacher trainings and supporting the girls in 12,500 schools.
That's commendable. So, in conclusion, as achieving SDG 4 is a complex but attainable goal. With the help of collaborative efforts, adequate funding, we can achieve this. We can ensure that every child in India has access to quality education and has a chance to learn and grow. So, as Nelson Mandela famously said, education is the most powerful weapon we can use to change the world. Thank you.